Alright, we're back for round 2 in our quest for packs. This hand seems fine, and it looks like we lost the die roll. This is actually a little bit better than pretty much all the other hands we've gotten so far, so we will keep. And probably just lead off with the Dark Thicket Wolf, since we don't really need the mulch right now. Yep. So hopefully we aren't going to get mana screwed every game like we have so far. That would be nice. Getting stuck on 3 lands every game is a little bit annoying. Certainly hurts your chances to win. And yeah, opponent playing black. Still didn't get to record that video, but we'll have to do that afterwards. Sure, so yeah, we're leading off with the wolf. Still haven't drawn a land, which is kind of annoying. I guess we drew Deranged Assistant and Mulch, which are kind of like lands. Next turn, if I don't draw a land, I'm going to mulch. If I do, I'm just going to Deranged Assistant. Or I can just cast Armored Scab to kill that guy. Suppose we'll find out. Alright, I drew a land. Okay. So, let's play our land first and bash for 2. And then let's play our 1/4. And F6. Okay, so we hit a spider spawning. Not the greatest place for it to be, but it works. And we have our black mana, so we just need to get to 8 to use it. Black-red aggro. Not the greatest deck and seal, but it works. Okay, so he gets to hit me for 3, gain 3. That's all fine. I'm okay with that. Next turn, I'm probably Deranged Assistant mulching, hoping to play Geistcatcher's Rig the turn after. Yep, that is perfectly fine. Land. Okay. So, let me see. I'm still going to attack with the Dark Thicket Wolf. If he blocks, I'm just fine, just pumping. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and mulch here. 2 lands. Blazing Torch would have been nice, but that's fine. And we'll cast our Assistant. So next turn we can Geistcatcher's Rig if we want. And we can still block both of his guys if he attacks. Liking where we're at so far in the game, but he still has 4 cards in hand, so who knows. So we have 1, 2 creatures in our graveyard right now. Not the greatest. Ugh, card's mediocre. It does make his guy pretty big though, which is kind of annoying. Yep, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but it's fine. Okay, sure. Ambush Viper. So I think I'm actually going to cast Moon Heron here and just plan on killing that with a Viper. Save this in case he has a flyer. So, yeah, let's get him for 2 first. See if he wants to trade his guy for 3 mana. He does not. That's fine. The only problem with this plan is if he has a Geist Flame, he can just kill my Ambush Viper. And then he gets to hit me for 4 again. Alright, yeah, okay. So I do have to play the 4/5 here, just on the off chance. Might as well play around Geist Flame, if I think he might have it. And let's see. Not sure what he's thinking about, obviously. 5 mana Evil Twin. Yeah. Sure, so that's going to be a Geistcatcher's Rig. Okay. Still don't think he's going to be attacking. Alright, sure. Lantern Spirit. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can cast both my spirits and pass. He has to use his mana and part of his turn to kill my guy, which I'm okay with. And then I get to start beating in the air. Sure, that all seems fine. And I can still trade Moon Heron for that guy. Next turn I can still ambush Viper either of his guys. Okay, so we'll pass. How far are we away from spider spawning? 5. Yeah, we're 2 lands away. 1 land. But we only have, what, like 2 creatures? Okay. Not the greatest spider spawning I've ever seen. Could be a lot better. Sure. So, Brimstone Volley, nope. Not a cultist. Let's see. Main phase, okay. Crossway Vampire. Sure. Making what not block? Okay, sure. So he's going to attack with all 3 or just those 2? I mean, I'm fine taking a little bit of damage here. Just that guy. Sure. I don't think that's what he wanted to do, but sure. Okay, so we get to start beating him with our Lantern Spirit. And I honestly don't mind trading guys since I have a spider spawning in play. Or in my graveyard anyway. Okay. So, not going to attack with Geistcatcher's Rig. I'm fine attacking with the Spirit though. And we will pass the turn. Markov Patrician gained him a good, what, 11 life? That's pretty good. Card is very good, by the way, in case you didn't know. I will basically fit that in any deck where I'm playing black. Juggernaut. Okay, well I have an answer to that. And he's still choosing not to kill my Geistcatcher's Rig. I suppose Lantern Spirit's also an answer to this guy. A Blazing Torch. Okay. How do I feel about Blazing Torch? Well, let's see. I'm going to attack with Lantern Spirit. Next turn his Juggernaut has to attack into my Ambush Viper. He can use that to kill Geistcatcher's Rig. And I can still block and kill both of his guys. So, do I play the Torch here? I think that's fine. And we'll just go ahead and attach it to that guy, which is the hardest for him to kill. And pass the turn. So we can still pump this guy, we can still play Ambush Viper, and we can still bounce that if we need to. And let's see. Desperate Ravings, that's fine. Discarding Stromkirk Troll, not the best card. He can also flashback that right now if he wants to, but I think he's going to wait till after combat. Sure, so he's going to kill my 4/5. That's okay. Probably should have waited till... Well, no, he didn't want it to block. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So that guy has to attack. Yep. You can press OK now. I can pretty much do this without worrying about him casting anything, since all he has open is a black mana. So we're going to eat his Juggernaut. Humph. Om nom nom. Wonder how a Juggernaut tastes. Probably like a bunch of cannons placed on a wagon. I'm assuming that's not very good. I've had black powder in my mouth and it's not great. So a juggernaut, well, it is a galvanic juggernaut, so it's more like having lightning in your mouth. I suppose that's a question that'll never really be answered. So I think he's done for the turn. We will continue beating him down with Lantern Spirit unless we get a better option. Woodland Cemetery is not a better option. Alternatively, we could attack with... Yeah, I actually like attacking with Dark Thicket Wolf here, since you'd have to double block to kill it, and I don't really mind pumping here. Also considering I can block both of his Crossway Vampires, or I can block one, kill the other. I don't mind chumping that for a turn. Yeah, that seems fine. Just gotta get some damage in. Try and counteract the Markov Patrician. So that puts him at 15. This next turn we're taking 4. Possibly 5 because of Mask. Actually, I probably should have moved the Blazing Torch over to this guy too. Now that I was thinking about it. Because he can just put a mask on one of his Crossway Vampires and then I can't... Oh! Well then. That's a card. Yep. So certainly putting a Naturalize in, considering all the options here. If I have it, I have to double check. So you can attack here still just with the 4-5. Yep, that's... I can't really do anything, so... Curse makes our spiders a lot worse. Okay, so how many spiders can I make right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only? And they're all 0-1s? Is that even worth it? Possibly. Let me see, let's play that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can leave up 2. Well... Means I can't pump that guy. Excuse me. So, what's the play here? I think we just chump, kill one of his guys. That way we get 2 more spiders out of the deal. Curse is pretty hard card to beat in this deck. And I don't know why he didn't Desperate Ravings there. Especially if you just snap play to land. That seems really bad. Maybe you forgot that he has it. Yeah, that's gross. So the only real card we're losing to here is Curse, unfortunately. Sure. I mean, I guess I could have killed that in response. I wasn't even thinking. Actually, I should have killed that in response, because that's going to be a huge pain in the ass. That was wrong. Yeah, okay, I think I just lost this game even worse than I already was. Little bit awkward. Splinter Fright. That's interesting. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get all of our spiders first. So, 6, 7, yeah. Get 7 0-1s. Yep. And then let's cast our Splinter Fright, which is a 6/6. And we'll pass the turn. That guy should have been dead, so that's certainly awkward. Since I think that's going to kill us now because of the trample. Whereas if I had killed this, I wouldn't need to trade it for my Splinter Fright, like I do right now. Sometimes you just click through stuff when you're recording. It's pretty easy to miss that stuff. And I wasn't thinking there at all, for sure. What's he doing? Tapping 6 and untapping 6. Okay. Guess he's going to attack first. No, he's going to main phase. Why does that matter? Oh, that's why. Okay, so he has Reaper Abyss. Alright, liking this guy's deck a little bit more. I mean, he's still playing some really not great cards, but okay, sure. Don't think that we're going to win this game at this point. Just not seeing it. Why did he... I guess he gets to kill my Splinter Fright with Reaper. Do I have an out to this guy? Well, if I'm taking 4, that means he can make it a possibly a lot larger next turn, so I guess I do have to trade that. Again, that guy should have been dead. And then he gets to Reaper me at end of turn. And then all of our 0/1s aren't really going to cut it here. So we'll draw. Alchemy. Do I have an out to this stupid demon? That's the question. And I don't think I do. Well, let's Alchemy first, just to check. Mare. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Let's not show him any more cards. So we have to deal with Reaper, we have to deal with Curse. And I don't think we have any... Yeah, I don't see any naturalize effects here. We could potentially splash the white for Smite, Bonds of Faith, and possibly Spare from Evil. And then splash that off of Amulet, a Plains, take out Priest, and possibly just take out Spider Spawning. So if we put these two cards in, take out the Swamp, take that out, add 2 Plains. What does that do? I guess we can cut Think Twice. So, that gives us an out to... Yeah, so we have an out to his Reaper. We can Bonds of Faith all of his creatures. Alternatively, we could go the red route for Geist Flame, which seems fairly good against him. Brimstone, Volley. Yeah, I don't really like that plan. I think going towards the white plan is probably better. I don't know. His Curse pretty much wrecks us. I just don't see an out for it. What do I have here? Anything at all? Yeah, I just don't have an out to Curse. That's a little disheartening. I don't even have the 2 mana Destroy Spirit or... Yeah, I don't. Okay. Well, alright, we'll give this a try then. The alternative... Well, let me see. If I go by color again... If I wanted to, I could try just drafting... I could try moving into more of a white-centric deck. The only problem with this is all of these cards die to Curse, which is kind of awkward. So, I don't know what to do. I don't think I want Spider Spawning against him though, so we're gonna try this.